They've compiled 251 deliveries. Bangladesh haven't needed their tail. That's a long tail. Little dozy at the moment, enjoying the sun after that rain break. Enjoying the cricket in the middle, Mushfiqur Rahim and Hiton Kumar Dash. Just plays the ball, watches it to the last moment, tries to guide it. This has been an exceptional performance by Mushfiqur Rahim. He's been so diligent, so watchful, playing the ball to its merit. Hardly a false shot, hardly an opportunity for the opposition. Been tough work for the bowlers right the way through since yesterday. Roshan, something's got to give.
Well, you're referring to these two applying sunscreen, or you're referring to the cricket?
Of course, the cricket.
Sri Lanka has been hoping that something will give. Nothing has been given, no quarter been given by the Bangladeshi batters. You spoke about how delightful it has been and how much this pair of batters have enjoyed batting. I think it's not just that pair of batters who have enjoyed batting. People like that on the ramparts and everyone else watching the game have enjoyed, because it's been such good batsmanship.
Well, a little bit of encouragement for Asita there. Not quite beating the bat, getting the inside part and deflecting on. But any little thing helps, encourages the bowler to keep on trying.
Well, I know these thoughts have been echoed a lot. Asita Fernando going a little bit fuller, nice seam presentation, inside edge. But we've spoken about Asita's pace, that the pace is down. That was 128. We do know that Asita can bowl more aggressively and briskly, and Sri Lanka is missing that. I can't overemphasize it anymore. That's a bit more pace there, at least that's what I thought, because it hit the wicketkeeper's gloves a bit harder.
Yeah, I think it went at pace, and what it did was to fox. Mushfiqur Rahim was anticipating the ball to come in straighter, just shaped away. Look at that, lovely. This late stage, the ball getting a little older and making that move away is quite a good effort. See the demeanor of the Sri Lankan skipper and the other players, where they feel or they felt that could have induced an edge. There was an inside edge, past the outside edge. It's been good work. Been tough for the bowlers, but done well. Kites are flying. We've mentioned the fact that it is kite flying season here in Sri Lanka. That lovely breeze coming from the Indian Ocean helps keep those big kites aloft. Oh, lovely. This is exceptional bowling. Big appeal, more in hope. No reaction from the keeper or the umpire.
I really don't mind Sri Lanka trying it. Oh, well, he's referred it.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for court behind. The original decision is not out. I've checked the feed that it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Okay, the ball's close to the bat. Can we just go to ultra edge? Keep rolling, keep rolling. Yep. I've got a flat line with the ball passes the back. Alex, you can stay with your original decision of not out. Stand by. You're on screen, signal now.
Well, they've lost another review. There's a little bit of hope, encouragement. The bowling has been good. Kept on beating the bat. Second occasion. And they don't have any reviews remaining. 452 now for 4.
It has all come down to this. Oh, that is mighty disappointing.
From Milan, being the most miserly spell, still struggling to get amongst the wickets. This is Narindo Ratnaka. He made his fifth over, couple of wickets. I wonder what the approach will be, not from Liton, particularly from Mushfiqur Rahim. Liton will be eyeing his century, obviously, and that target rolling down the leg side continues, but they haven't got the two fielders that posted earlier. Umpire is going to keep a top eye on that line. It's bowled regularly, Roshan. They might be given as a wide, and it is. As I speak, it's been given a wide.
Yeah, you can't do that. You just can't deliberately do that. You can have a flaw, you can go just outside. That you could do, but look at what happens 2 balls ago. That was clearly fired down the leg side. It was too wide. So the umpires are going to intervene, which is a good thing.
Absolutely. There again, this time it does paddle it down past the diving fielder to the boundary. Well, that was on the cards. The batters were prepared for that line and took full advantage of that.
I think the fielder had to be finer. He was just a little bit too square. And when you go that wide outside the leg stump, it allows the batter to maneuver it rather than hitting it to square leg. He could control it with his wrist, which he does so well. So just look at how wide the fielder was. He had to get across. So you can afford the ball just outside the leg stump, but you give him wide of the leg stump. That's what will happen. You don't have to sweep to square leg, but you'll sweep behind the wicketkeeper or behind square leg.
2.3 overs left in the day's play. Extended play because of the rain break. And that line continues. And the white signal once again. This is not on. Very negative attitude from the bowler.
And also not helping Sri Lanka's cause. Because they want to obviously dry out the runs. And this over of Tadu Ratnayaka has conceded a boundary and 2 wides. So Bangladesh have already got 6 runs in the over, which is perfect. Which is compared to their overall run rate of 3.28. That is perfect.
Without too much effort from the batters. Bowlers helping the cause with that line. Just can't think of the requirement of this sort of bowling at this point in time. In a regular way, might just manage to get a wicket. Nobody around the corner at leg gully or forward short take a catch on that line. 458 for 4. not out, 348 balls, Mushfiqur Rahim. Very close closer to the double hundred. He scored one earlier at this ground in 2013. And he replicated that after 12 years. Such a wonderful servant of Bangladesh cricket. Still gutsy, strong, determined.
No doubt about it, Sunny. I think we've spoken about how beautifully he navigated his innings. Coming in at a difficult time, you can't overemphasize the value. You've got to be careful. Thankfully, I think they're a little bit in on that ramp pass. I don't want to see anyone hit into that edge. I get very nervous.
You don't like living on the edge?
Never. I hate to be living on the edge. I like to be seated comfortably.
Well, that was on the card. You could feel from the demeanor of the batter, Mushfiqur Rahim, from the grimace. It seems that he might just decide to take that review. He's hung around, thinking about it, and taking it.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. The original decision is out. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Just go back one frame. It doesn't appear to be any bad. Can we just confirm that with Ultra Edge? Clear gap between bat and ball. I'm satisfied there's no crack involved. Can we go to ball tracking when ready? Stand by, just waiting for ball tracking. Original decision is out. Pitching outside off, impact in line, and wickets umpire score. Alex, you can stay with your original decision of out. Stand by. You're on screen, signal down.
Given out, umpire's call, just clipping the leg stump. Mushfiqur Rahim, after a gallant, magnificent innings, takes the long ball back. This has been absolutely marvellous, brilliant score. The partnership of 149 broken with that fall of wicket of the great Mushfiqur Rahim. Standing up in the dressing rooms, applauding the coach and everybody. This has been a tremendous innings of class, of quality. Superb knock from the veteran Mushfiqur Rahim. Goes out for 163. It's 458 for 5.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
There is nothing more satisfying than bagging a great deal on your travel insurance and jetting off with peace of mind. Or that savvy feeling you get when you settle a claim with up to £250 excess refund reward on car insurance, and the positive feeling of protecting your furry friend. Be more like the residents of Savvy Street and feel the deal at
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Dr. Ali is the new batter in. Fresh to the test circuit, sixth match for him. 327 runs, good average, 450s, best of 91. Can be very, very proactive. Just like to hang about. One of those aggressive form of cricketers. What has the instruction been to him? Obviously, watch the ball early on and then maybe open up
This is an interesting wicket because I say it's interesting, well, LBW, but the way Asita Fernando bowled to him. If you did see earlier on, well, umpire Alex Wolf think that was out straight away, it was referred, but earlier on it was more outswing with the right hander bowling just outside the off stump, going past the outside edge, and then you find Asita Fernando bringing one back. That was very good bowling on his part and good thinking, surprising Mushfiq with that delivery.
Oh, he's tempted to go. Very animated character, Zakir Ali. Well, he's just done well. You're mentioning the fact that he kept on moving the ball away and then that one came in. But even before the ones he bowled away, there's one which got the inside part of the bat that moved in. So that's actually put up a bit of confusion in Mushfiqur Rahim's mind. It's the angle of the ball. That's that shuffle. But he noticed that very early on.
Well, you spoke about the possible instructions for Zakir Ali. Well, Bangladesh are in a position to try and push it a little bit harder and quicker and get Sri Lanka to bat. Obviously, we have lost 2 hours and 34 minutes for rain. So if Bangladesh had that opportunity, maybe they would have wanted Sri Lanka to go in for about an hour in the evening. So they're just losing that little bit. So they're left with what? A little over 21 overs. So they'll want to hopefully have the most of it, though I don't think they will have the full quota. So he should be looking for runs here. He should be looking to be aggressive.
Give him a little bit of time. It's a wicket maiden. 458 for 5. Rahim has been the standout performer for Bangladesh, 163. Bangladesh in the driving seat at the moment after winning the toss yesterday, piling on the runs here at goal. But they've got a prize wicket, back to have another one quickly.
Well, Sri Lanka will be pleased to have wickets, but obviously they know that Bangladesh have got too much or too many runs on the board, so they'll want to try and slow things down. So I can understand why the left-arm spinner is going round the wicket, going over the wicket and looking to bowl that leg stump line. They look to bowl dots, they look to try and slow Bangladesh down, push them to use the crease a little bit longer. All those things obviously are part of the plans of the Sri Lanka team.
Persistence with that line continues from Karindu. Content to bide his time on 19, hit on Kumar Das. Nearing a milestone, and if he can reach that, it'll be a huge feather in his cap. Not only that, it will bolster his confidence levels. Oh, he dragged it from quite a long distance. Big appeal. Umpire has given it. Uncalled for stroke from Liton Das.
This is really clever cricket by Sri Lanka. Very clever cricket, I'll tell you. They just tied him down. He's on 90. Bowled that line, frustrated him. Very clever cricket indeed. Their initial plan obviously was to bowl dots, and that has paid off. Attempted reverse sweep because he was looking to open up that area because he had that leg side area covered. He's unfortunate, out for 90. Liton Das, 458 for 6.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Now it's free to sell on eBay. Download.
You'll see things differently. Now it's free to sell on eBay. Don't even think about it. eBay, things people love.
One moment you're queuing up for stamps, and the next you're taking it seriously. You're a millionaire. Get yourself in the draw. Lotto, will you be the next millionaire?
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Sri Lankan players can sigh of relief, I'm sure, with those threatening batters. Now Naeem Hassan comes in. His 13th match. Now with 6 wickets down, this is the manner in which he got out. Well, immediately knew that he was in trouble, trying to reverse that, trying to drag it from outside the line of leg. Quite uncalled for, got a bit of glove to it, and immediately he knew he was in trouble.
Now they're going to go the aggressive way. They're going to have fielders around the bat, and you won't see him going outside the leg stump. You might look to bowl more straight in line with Midland leg, having a wide slip. And I'm just wondering whether he looks like bowling, continuing to bowl with his left arm spin. But he definitely has 2 short legs. But this look at off spinners field because 2 short legs and a slip. Continuing with his left arm spin.
Every effort to try and confuse the batter. Here's the wicket. He was into very early into that attempted reverse, and he was not even looking at the keeper taking the catch. Could have avoided it. Just shot selection left.
Here's the day you put to the test.
And this is the day we bring it home!
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Serge, get into teaching.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
It's so exciting to see where we are now and knowing the history of where we've come from. They really questioned, should we even enter a team into the Premiership? We should withdraw. And I remember saying, absolutely not. I hope that we know how influential your fight was to getting the game to where it is today.
What happened was that women's rugby won.
Reframe the game. Stream the full series now, only on Discovery Plus.
7 days, 7 epic marathons. Each day a different theme. Each theme a part of our history.
It's going to be amazing.
Join us for Discovery's 40th anniversary week. All this week on Discovery.
.43 overs. Sri Lanka in the field. Bangladesh have enjoyed themselves. Middle order really piling it on. 463 for 6. We have about 19 overs remaining in the day. Maybe we'll have 30 minutes to 45 minutes. The most in Sri Lanka with an opportunity of trying to make those inroads. Dakar Ali and Naim Hassan looking to build another partnership for Bangladesh. This is the wickets. First one for us, the Fernando. Maiden test wicket for Tarindu Ratnayaka. Followed up with his second very quickly. Then a day later, Najmul Hossain Shanto was dismissed just a while ago. Mushfiqur Rahim. Liton Das as well. So those are the 6 wickets to fall for Bangladesh. Giving Parvez Maroof. 3 wickets to Asita Fernando. 3 wickets to Tarindu Ratnayaka.
It's been a tough evening for Sri Lanka especially. The beauty of Sri Lanka, what a place to be. Especially in the south coast, this time to be. Who is flocking in, and certainly we'll come back for more. The Lions' hard effort so far by Asita Fernando got to be said. Before the test match under the weather, kept on running in. Probably the pace is a little low, but never lost heart, including Milan Ratnayak after the little niggle he had during the spell. And then whatever he did, came back and bowled few overs.
At the day out then for Bangladesh, is that the way you'll go for Rees?
With only half an hour, 45 minutes more, which we are expecting around 6 o'clock, they can maximum go. Though officially we can go up to 6:45. Temptation will be there at least to get the Sri Lankan side for about 5 overs. That'll be my thinking. But not having 500 runs, the psychological mark probably will be in Shanto's mind as well. To get that 500 just to demoralize the Sri Lankan side even more. So half an hour, 45 minutes, the message will be quite clear. Try and get to 500. Then see how it goes from there.
Yeah, we think light will hold till about 6 p.m. That's 40 minutes away.
Jack Raleigh is a naturally aggressive player. I've seen him playing some aggressive shots, especially in the white ball setup. The field is set, predominantly a leg side field for Tartu Ratnayaka. Loves to play the slog sweep, loves to play the conventional sweep. That's what the invitation has been offered so far. That's for the third time Milan Ratnayaka does the fielding at Squalink.
Batter's not afraid to play the ball out of the rough because there is no rough. It has been so good. Hardly any scars, and hence it's just trying to get the batter to hit to one side of the field. That's what Sri Lanka are trying to do. Since two new batters go back over the wicket, see if you can spin it back in, bowl more of an attacking line. Be an option.
I certainly think so as well. Tartu Ratnayaka, since he's picked up a wicket, confidence levels are high. Why not go round the wicket, left arm spin round the wicket and try and attack? 467 for 6.
Well, pretty similar numbers, 3 wickets lost each day, scoring at the same rate. Of course, far less overs played today. We've lost 18 so far. We probably will lose a few more today. He keeps going, Jacinto Fernando. And so does he. Oh.
Texting many people at the same time. WhatsApp group. So serious. Roshan.
Fifth over. Jacinto Fernando.
Roshan on the phone. No, not really. He's kept it away.
Some things never change, whatever the time of the day. Yep, told you, whatever time it is, some things don't change. Oh, he's hit it hard, Upish.
Encouraging for Jacinto Fernando, there's still movement. Even the last delivery, though it was way outside the off-stump, it shaped away towards the slips. I'm holding it fuller. That's the right thing. Unless you want to unsettle the batsman with a bouncer, which he can do with a deep square leg and a fine leg. Pitching it up, the idea is quite clear. Get it up and get it swinging. Something that I'm sure Hassan Mahmood, the quick from Bangladesh, he's almost similar bowl to Jacinto Fernando, likes to bowl it full all the time. They've got 9th run out, likes to be nasty, quicker, probably 140 kilometers per hour. He likes to hit the deck hard, trying to roughen up the batsman. Certainly, Bangladesh, when it comes to the attack, they've got the two fast bowlers to do that. But the major miss for me, Russell, would be Mehdi Hasan Miraj. With his experience, can use the drift really well with the cross spin. He's someone who would have enjoyed these conditions. Last time I saw him bowling in Chattanooga against Zimbabwe, picked up 5 wickets, bowled exceptionally well. Sri Lanka will have their work cut out now. Good line to stick to. I'm Hassan, who looks like he wants to play at every ball. Likes to feel the ball, isn't it? Number 8 wants to score runs, but Asif Fernandez is not giving the length, bowling the corridor of uncertainty. I'd like to see Asif Fernandez digging in one shot. I understand he scored a boundary before in fine leg, but still enough to give one bounce towards leg side, towards the body, towards the rib cage, and get the fine leg fielder and square leg fielder into the game. Shape again. Couple of runs from that over. 469 for 6. Lots of overs. Milan Ratnayaka went off at one stage, was clutching his side, and hence that over needed to be completed by Ratnayaka. That's a beauty. Where's that tail? There it is. Listen to Kusal Mendes behind the stump pike. He says, "Come on, man. This means it's okay." So I think the expectation is a top edge now. Short fine leg, deep square leg, and even the deep mid wickets towards square leg, expecting the top edge. But clearly, I think with Nayak bowling to the roughs, whatever rough is outside the leg stump, bowling into that, will be attacking line rather than Tandurat Nayaka's left arm spin coming round the wicket. Legit field with fine leg going towards square leg and the deep square leg towards fine leg. Probably playing in the batsman's mind. Yeah, he's been making contact and it's been rolling towards that end. So trying to make him play differently. Maybe roll the wrist, get it finer. Forcing him to do something different. Certainly playing that sweep doesn't seem to be a risk because of the rough not visible. Only Litton Das attempting a reverse sweep. Got a bit of glove and got dismissed. That it's been a free hit. Even I don't mind seeing Tandurat Nayak last couple of deliveries coming down the wicket. I understand the game plan is to get him sweeping. If he'll get that. But even that, because of the same field, maybe Tandurat only one fielder to the offside can do the same thing. So Matthews from mid-wicket comes towards the crease. That's much straighter. He cannot come to his right. That'll be 3 fielders behind square. That'll be a no ball. Yeah, that's to stop him playing the sweep shot. Now maybe try and get it hit towards mid-wicket.
just a slight scarring because of the footmarks. Maybe if it hits there, something can happen, but it's very small target. $470 for 6.
McDonald's burgers are prepared by hand. And the patties are made from whole cuts of beef from farms across Britain and Ireland, with just a pinch of salt and pepper, nothing else. Oh, and some onions added at the grill. There's not much else to say, really. That sizzle speaks louder than words. Right, here comes the jingle.
Get an opportunity, you make it big, and that's what Bangladesh's middle order has done. Asita Fernando. Extended spell here because he was going along very nicely. 5 overs is considered a long spell in these conditions. We're back with Milan Ratnayaka. Oh, lovely shot. Just leans into it. It's 4. It's a fast outfield here.
A loosed by Milan Ratnayaka. First ball of a new spell. He's bowling it right in the batsman's arc. Full and straight. Hammered down the ground by Jagger. What he will be so for Milan Ratnayaka, was bowled 19.4 overs before that delivery. First ball, and I don't think Dhananjay Silva himself was at the right position for the last delivery. Oh, bat. That's certainly some encouragement for Milan, some movement of the seam.
Well, that drive down the ground, first boundary of Milan Ratnayaka's bowling. Not look very threatening, been very miserly, and that's his role.
That's a perfect third seamer's role, isn't it? Think of it, if it's a 3-seam attack, that's his job. Keep things quiet, bowl in one area, keep it dry up the runs, make sure the other partner from the other end, a spinner or a fast bowler, does the attacking mindset, gain into movement in the air. Wind blowing to the leg from the right hand or to the off. The last couple of deliveries, movement. That's definitely not reverse swing. That has to be conventional. And this ball has been used for 66 overs. Good stuff by Milan. He's doing his role perfectly fine. Not giving away anything.
In terms of making inroads, balance just not right. Third seamer, they needed another seamer who could probably deal a few blows like Asita Fernando. Improvisation at its best. Inzi on strike.
Certainly got the height. Right-hander. What a play he was. That's more like it. Back to the punch. Should be a couple of runs. Good communication. Well done. Get back.
Barcelona getting a single on his toes. Back to Inzi. That's the type of pitch we'd like to see here, a bit of uneven bounce and challenge the batters a lot more. You'll be pleased. Bill Simmons, coach of Bangladesh. Ball played all around it, through the gate she goes. It's a wicket for Milan Ratnayaka, and the 7th is down.
A reward for working really, really hard, Milan Ratnayaka. Bowling well within himself with a little niggle he had a couple of hours ago. Never given up. And a delivery again. Jack back off the seam. Did not move that much, but just enough to go through the gate. Milan Ratnayaka finally gets one. Chakarali, the wicket keeper, he's gone for 8. Bangladesh 474 for 7.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury. McDonald's burgers are prepared by hand. And the patties are made from whole cuts of beef from farms across Britain and Ireland, with just a pinch of salt and pepper, nothing else. Oh, and some onions added at the grill. There's not much else to say, really. That sizzle speaks louder than words. Right, here comes the jingle. TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
He's out there with the bat now, Taijul Islam, but his time will come. Bangladesh will rely on him for lots of overs. He's a stubborn player, he hangs around there. Been angling it into the right-hander. Finally gets one through.
A bubble seam, but certainly jacked back. Not much, probably what, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. Just enough to sneak past the gun. A beautiful length. So happy for him. Worked really hard, young man, Nahar. His limited capabilities, he has done his job really well. 20.4 overs and just given away 34 runs. He has done his job perfectly.
Udara. The opportunity will come with the bat. Also on debut just as the bowler. So he's hitting them to all parts. Well, maybe change gears, try and get a few runs, then eat up time. Bangladesh 5:37 in the evening, probably another 20 minutes play. Not very sure about how the weather will be leading up or leading into the next few days as well, so as much time as possible. Your favor.
Better more spin for Taijul Islam. The first ball. Slip the gully in place just as the ball is turned and bites us outside the off stump. That's too straight. That's way too straight. The single and Taijul Islam is off the mark.
A lot more happening here though. Disguise that. Who wants it? Oh, so easily taken. That's a big wicket, Inzi's wicket.
Remember those days when Inzamam, especially against spinners, when he steps out, that means out of the ground. The big sixes he used to hit. Doesn't believe in running. Deals in 4s and 6s most of the time, begins it. Shot in the gap for a single. Certainly a player that to warn him as a bowling side, don't want to get into the game. Keep him bored as possible. Once you get him, he's not going to give it away. Even the situation with the Mushikur Rahim, isn't it? Walking to this game, big player, has not scored much runs, all of a sudden gets an opportunity, and boy, the way he batted.
That's very wide. Doesn't spin back and hence Rottaka, no hesitation. That ends another over, 179 for 7.
This is you on your first day as a teacher.
Anybody?
This is a class you'll inspire.
Alien.
No, really inspire. This is a lesson you'll learn from her, him, And then, here's the day you're put to the test.
And this is the day we bring it home!
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Search Get Into Teaching.
Centre. 3 wickets have fallen this session. And Sri Lanka able to slow Bangladesh down a little bit. The second session was the shorter session where we had the rain delay. Ratnaka is going to go around the wicket to the left-hander. Wideish first slip and a gully in place. That went in through the air. Nicely bowled by Ratnaka.
It certainly did. That will aid the crosswind coming from the offside of the left-hander to the leg. And also what will aid more is for the spinners who are bowling from the goal forward end, especially the off-spinner bowling to right-hander, roughs will appear. That's a confirmation swing in the air for Nilan. The bowlers bowling round the wicket and over the wicket, that is something that Taim Hassan and Taijul Islam, when they come to bowl, they would like to bowl on it. Rough appearing. Outside edge, and goes through. Usually I think it's coming to Mendes, a safe first slip fielder. That should have been taken. Yes, it went quick. But at this level, coming to, those should have been taken.
The wideish slip working against Sri Lanka. Got to him a lot quicker than he did expect, and that's what you get. Tired fielders reacting a little slow, a fraction of a second slow, and it flies through. Catchable height, or more or less fielding practice from Taijul. Gets away with it.
Movement again is impressive by Milan. 125 clicks, but the length and movement is very impressive.
Well, we'll be trying to make up time that we did lose earlier on, and hence we will start 15 minutes earlier than usual. First session 9:45 to 12, lunch as usual, and then another 15 minutes will be made up in the second session. They will go on till 5:15 p.m. Well, tune in at 9:35 and join. Ball. Nicely bowled. He deserved that, Milan Ratnayaka. Nice and full, a little bit of wobble, and cleans him up.
Yeah, most relieved will be coming to Mendes after the drop. Beautifully bowled. The previous delivery moved across, beaten genuinely outside the off stump, the fifth off stump line. This occasion it was middle stump, moved away after pitching. Milan Ratnayaka, he certainly deserves those rewards. Islam gone for 6, 483 for 8 Bangladesh.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury. McDonald's burgers are prepared by hand. And they're made from whole cuts of beef from farms across Britain and Ireland. With just a pinch of salt and pepper, nothing else. Oh, and some onions added at the grill. There's not much else to say, really. That sizzle speaks louder than words. Right, here comes the jingle. TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Hassan Mahmood, the wickets have started to fall. Now, if you take away those two partnerships, Paris, 7 wickets have fallen for 70 runs. Hassan Mahmood, the highest of 38. Nice and full, giving the ball the opportunity to move around a little bit in the air, and too good for Taijul.
Not the prettiest of seam position, but take a look at the deviation. Just enough to beat the outside edge. That's what's impressive most from Milan Ratnayaka. Playing a test match after a while. Very simple game plan he's been given by the Big Tank. and he's done perfectly. What impressed me most was when he picked up the nickel, whatever he had after he went inside, probably a jab, an injection. Come out there and bowling so well. Very, very good by Milan. He's rather young career in international cricket. He has impressed a lot. Up in England, he was decent, scored a half century in difficult conditions. Other slip been added. 2 slips and a gully to Hassan Mahmood.
Lanka will be a lot happier with this fight back. They can finish this innings off quickly. 483 for 8.
It was the 5th wicket of Mushfiqur Rahim which turned the tide. Sri Lankans coming back nicely, strongly. 458 to 483. 4 wickets. And really, they can take a lot of credit after really labouring hard the last couple of days and coming back with the ball doing a bit. Very impressive from Asita with the change of lines and angles. It's been very impressive in this spell, that's for sure. I mean, one thing I cannot understand, but the tail is here. How much value addition in terms of runs are they going to put on? Wouldn't it be a better option with the overs remaining, about 12 and a half overs, to get the Sri Lankans to bat with a declaration?
I think the runs are at premium here. If you gather 25, 30 more runs with the tail, if the tail wags, that'll be a bonus. That'll create more pressure on the batters. Because already we are seeing a puff of dust. The ball is actually disturbing the surface. So it means the pitch has peaked and now it's going to deteriorate. So few more runs can bring a lot of pressure on Sri Lankan batters.
I hear you. Still, I just feel that they're very tired, that the Sri Lankan bowling unit and obviously the batters will come in. That little very awkward time they might have to spend at the end of the day might be favorable to the bowlers. And we've seen the ball move around a little bit too.
If there is cloud cover suddenly, the light deteriorates, end of play. So there are so many variations here, permutations you can call. So I would prefer Bangladeshis to go on batting, add a few more runs. But one thing I want to highlight, when you're playing on a surface like this, you need to have at least 3 basemen. See, the ball is doing something in the air, also deviating off the surface. So in a test match, if you're competing on a pitch like this, you need to have a well-rounded bowling attack. Spinners become handy once the surface is responding to them. There is a bit of bite. Otherwise, it can be a hard toil, can be pedestrian.
And you've got to take into account that the Bangladeshis are encumbered by the fact that Mehdi Hasan Miraj is indisposed, is not available to play. So they're 1 bowler short. I understand your point of view. I think just piling on the runs. So they'll have to depend on 2 pace bowlers and 2 full-time spinners and maybe a part-timer to just fill in the gaps here and there. It's a balancing act to be decided by the think tank. Sean Tate got a few words in the ears of Rana was going to bat, it seems, had it up. Bangladesh just meandering along at the moment. 484 for 8.
Don't despair about motor repairs. With up to £250 excess refund reward on car insurance.
Not all toothpastes are made equal. The Colgate Total system is 15 times more effective at fighting a key root cause of many preventable issues. 100% of people strengthen their oral health in just 3 weeks. Prevent future problems before they start. Colgate Total Active Prevention, from the #1 brand recommended by dentists.
Well, the middle part of that scorecard looks very, very healthy. 148 Shanto, Mushfiq, 163 Lidon, 10 shy of the 100. Tail end now, and Bangladesh, with the intention they have to play out the innings, but want the tail to whack. Nahar has been very impressive. There he goes, gets the edge, follows the ball, and the keeper does a good job going across and takes the wicket. Takes the catch.
No matter how the surface is responding, this is the line to ball, especially in a test match. A bit of deviation of the surface. Batter hung the bat out, only managed an edge and a neat catch behind the stumps to bring about dismissal of Naeem Hassan, who contributed 11 of 30 deliveries, is 484 for 9.
Rana joins Hassan Mahmood in the middle. Last man in for Bangladesh. We'll write home about in terms of runs. Let's try and stay there. Maybe some big hits to be attempted by him. Oh, little push.
A bit of rain has really helped Sri Lankan bowlers' cause here. Bit of moisture in the air, help the bowlers to get that deviation in the air and also off the surface. Hence they have picked up quite a few wickets in no time to make a comeback into this test match.
And that rain and the rain break also gave them the rest they needed physically. They're very tired, it's hot and humid, it's very sweaty, they're drained of energy, and suddenly they got that resurgence of energy after that little rest. So everything caused, the light has gone down, the weather's cooled down, everything has gone in favor of Sri Lanka. They've taken advantage, and well done to them too.
There are already 5 wickets after the rain break. That's a comeback and a half by the Sri Lankans. And what a grand job these fast bowlers have done. Their captain.
Well, he's trying his best to put bat on ball. Not succeeding at all. A little wry smile on his face. But he fancies his chances. He wouldn't mind all this, because he's going to come in and bowl in the Bangladeshi bowling innings. And because of the ball, doing a bit off the wicket, he'll have the new ball. He has got a lot of pace, 140 plus on a regular basis. The batter, Nahar. He'll just be licking his lips and maybe try and bowl the last few overs of the day today.
If the light permits.
If the light permits, of course. Almost up to 6 o'clock in the evening. Lost quite a few overs, hoping to just play on for a while. Umpires will be looking closely at the light, particularly with the pace bowlers bowling. Because of loss of overs today due to rain, he's going to start earlier tomorrow, cover some overs. Ninth runner. Two slipped in position, ball doing a bit. Moving off the seam in particular. That's that movement that keeps on beating the bat. Overdone, 4-8-4 for 9.
It has all come down to this. Oh, that is mighty disappointing.
As we thought, the light was getting darker and umpires were Tucker. Alex Wolf have decided that it's not safe to carry on, and they're just deciding to come off. Bad light, stop play here at goal. Bangladesh on 484 for 9. But just wait, but I doubt if the light is going to improve at 6 o'clock in the evening. So might as well call it a day.
Yeah, the right decision made by the umpires. The light deteriorated in no time. But finally, something to cherish for the Sri Lankans in this session. 5 wickets for just 65 runs. Remarkable turnaround of this test match. The first session was won by Sri Lankans, and next 4 belong to Bangladesh. But what a comeback in the last session by the Sri Lankans. And you have to laud the effort of these fast bowlers. Bowled their heart out, picked up the wickets at the right time. For their side to be able to make a comeback into this test match.
And that's the beauty of the game. This format of the game gives you the opportunity, despite having your backs to the wall, in making a comeback within a day's time. Sri Lankans have done exceedingly well. They lift their spirits when they come in to bat tomorrow after the Bangladeshi completion of the innings, which is still got a wicket in hand. 148. Najmul Hussain Shamsul, Mushfiqur Rahim 163, Liton 90. But the tail not really lasting long. Still the two batters out in the middle, Hassan Mahmood and Nahid Rana. Bangladesh are 484 for 9.
Well, talking about tail.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
We've a cycling trilogy for you. The Tour of Switzerland continues with stage 4 before La Route d'Occitanie begins at 2. Then it's the Tour of Belgium, which gets underway from 2:30.
Here we are. Ah, you know how we're covered by Sun Life's guaranteed over 50 plan?
Don't look covered.
Thinking about your future has got us thinking about our own.
We're becoming naturists.
When our time comes, there'll be a guaranteed cash payout.
And there are no medical questions either. Those things can be so awkward.
Search Sun Life Plan today and get a free gift card.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it.